Welcome back to our channel Class Community. So today we will be dealing with the lecture 7 where we will be covering the topic dielectrics, and the first topic which we will be covering dielectrics is solid dielectrics. So what is basically solid dielectrics and what are its materials? So let's begin. So solid dielectrics are more exposed to atmosphere. That means they are mostly exposed in the atmosphere. Hazards of weather like rain, storm, hail, ice deposit, etc., as well as ultraviolet radiation from the sun and pollution. That means this solid dielectrics, whatever this dielectric is, it is mostly exposed in where? In the atmosphere, because in the atmosphere what we have hazards which happens regularly like rain, storm, hail, and also the ultraviolet radiation. That means the sun which have the UV radiation, all of that are exposed to that. Okay. Now next is that unlike gaseous and liquid dielectrics, any damage caused to solid dielectrics due to excessive electrical, thermal or mechanical stresses is often irreversible. That means any damage if gets caused to the solid dielectrics, it can't be irreversible. That means it can't be reversible. That means as there is a heavy damage due to like electrical, thermal and mechanical stresses, so it can't be reversible, or you can say it is often irreversible. Okay, so next thing is that the thermal and mechanical properties play a very sensitive role, since this considerably affect the electrical properties. That means the properties, that is thermal and mechanical, both the properties have a very crucial role because it mostly affect the electrical properties. Now we will move on and see types of materials in the basis of solid dielectrics. First is a jacketing material. So just jacketing is on a conductor for insulation. That means this material has been basically used for what? Insulation. Now polymers have been found suitable for providing extruded insulating jackets to the conductors. So in insulation, whenever it's done, what happens, we often find which is the most suitable thing. So one of the thing which was in jacketing, insulating, what we find that polymer is the most suitable one. Next is, for example, polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, which is in short we known as PVC, natural and synthetic, ethylene propylene rubber, are it extruded on the conductor in power cables. So these are some basic examples. Like PE, in short form polyethylene, is known as what? PE. Then PVC is the short form of what? Polyvinyl chloride. And you extruded means like force or thrust. This word meaning is what? Force or a thrust which is being applied on a conductor in power cables. So these are some examples. Next is like polypropylene and paper are used in capacitors. So where does these two have been used? These are basically used in capacitors and transformers. Next is like mica and fiberglass based polypropylene tapes are used in electrical machines. So in electrical machines, basically mica and fiberglass based polypropylene tapes are used. Next is we get that besides oil and wax based draining and non-draining impregnating compounds of different types are used to impregnate paper used in power cables, transformers, capacitors and instrument transformer. So this oils and wax and non-draining compounds, what are they been used in? Impregnant paper, which is basically used in where? Power cables, transformers, capacitors and many more. Now the next thing which we come and look over is that insulating mechanical support. So we are doing an insulation, but we need mechanical support. So in the form of plates, pipes and ledges, insulating supports are required in transformers, circuit breakers and isolators. So mostly the support is given to transformers, circuit breakers and isolators. In what form? In the form of plates, pipes and ledgers. Next is the products such as press boards, hard paper, which is known as thin paper laminates, wood yellow teak are used in transformers and backlights. So these are the products which is basically used in transformers and backlight. The next material is molding material. So here what we do, these are used for mechanically rigid forms of insulation. So in the jacketing we can say that it was a jacketing insulation. Here the mechanical rigid forms of insulation is done, that is molding materials. Now the examples of them are insulators, bushing and so on. And also examples are ceramic glasses, fiber, glass reinforced, plastics and epoxy resins. So here what we have learned, that the solid dielectric are mostly exposed in atmosphere. The properties are, when they have been more damaged, they can be reversed. Next, what we have learned about two materials. That one is jacketing material and another is molding material. Jacketing material is on a conductor for insulation and molding material is used for mechanical rigid forms. We also learned about insulation mechanical support. So I hope all of you understood the video. So if you have any queries, please comment us down below. And thank you for watching. Till then, be happy and have a great day.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live magazine videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at Classfly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.